Hi you guys, welcome back to another video. So, I'm sitting on the floor because, come here, don't bite me. We have kittens. And so, I just kind of wanted to be down here in case they decided to show up in the video. So, today's video is about how to be more assertive and step into your power more and create the life of your dreams. Because there are specific strategies and ways of getting there that I've found really helpful, and to make it so that you can go from just like stuck in the rat race, working a 9-to-5, hating your life every day, to maybe having your own business or expressing your passion in whatever way that is, whatever that looks like. I'm really stoked about this because not only have I started thinking about money differently, but I've also started thinking about myself differently and about relationships differently. And so in order to start thinking about yourself differently and your life differently, because trust me, that's where you want to start. You want to start inside. You want to make sure that your beliefs reflect where you want to be in life. So if you have a belief like, I suck, everybody hates me, and that belief doesn't line up with the life that you want to have, where you have lots of friends and people around you, get rid of that belief, get rid of that lie. So the voices that you hear and the voice inside your head, most importantly the voice inside your head, is really going to affect, it's actually going to create the world that you live in. So basically, if you have a thought, right, that is like, I am not good enough, I want you to change that thought to, I am good enough. And in fact, I'm great at everything. I want that to be your new thought. Because if you go around thinking that you suck at everything, you're literally going to suck at everything. Okay, so basically what I started doing is coming from a place of abundance instead of lack. So what that means is you don't feel like you don't have enough. You don't feel like you aren't enough. Instead, you switch it around and you find the complete opposite of that negative thought. And that becomes your operating point, okay? It becomes your new state of mind, okay? So I want you to exude confidence in everything that you do. I want you to just take it to the wildest possible extent. Instead of having the thought, I am enough, I am way more than enough. I am doing great things in life. I have come here with a purpose. I know what my worth is. I know where I'm going. And so just having this inner solid confidence is super important. And you will see that other people do recognize it. And so I guess that's my first tip. Come from a place of abundance, not lack. Just radiate abundance. I have enough, I am enough, I have plenty, and I have all of my dreams. The second point I would emphasize here, and if you hear something that's thunder and lightning outside, it's crazy right now. Okay, the second point that I would emphasize is don't dwell. So if something happens and maybe it kind of offsets your vibe a little bit, let's say that someone like disrespects you or whatever happens, don't dwell on that, just move on to the next thing. Like, what's the next thing? And part of that is trusting God and trusting in life, the process of life as it goes, like trusting that your life is going down the right path and that God is leading you to a place where you want to be in life. So you cannot move forward in life until you have that inner trust. And I really did not have that inner trust until recently, when I realized that I should not worry about anything because the one who is in control is the one who I place my faith in. I know him and I know that his intentions are good. I know that he's a good God. Okay, point number 3 is you need to respect yourself. That means respecting your time. it means not allowing other people to waste your time. I don't mean if someone needs help, like someone in your family is like asking for help, that's not a waste of your time. That's a good use of your time because that's an important relationship. And life is all about relationships. But if someone is, you know, causing you a headache just to be a pain, get that person, just, you know, don't respond, just say what needs to be said and then move on, because at the end of the day, you cannot be wasting your time with people who just are energy suckers and are life suckers. So I guess that would be, what is that, my fourth point? My fourth point is the people that you surround yourself with are super, super important, and they determine the kind of person you're gonna be. So that comes back to the voices thing, right? So the voices that you hear every day and that you listen to, you're going to listen to those voices, whether you think you will or not. Kind of like how the voices that you hear growing up, your mom and your dad, they really influence the kind of person that you are later in life. They influence how confident you are or not confident you are. Valuing not only your time, but also your skills and abilities. What I mean by that is, if you can find out what you have to offer the world and then monopolize off of that, there are many ways to do this, okay? We're talking starting blogs, starting online courses and selling them to people, writing books, mentoring others for a price, starting a YouTube channel so you can get monetized and start earning some cash flow. There are many, many ways. Starting a business. There are many, many ways of finding what it is that you do best. Your passion is what I call your passion in life, and finding a way to make it accessible to others, because other people need to hear your voice. They need to have what you've got. You've got something to offer others, and that's how business works, okay? There's a supply and a demand, and if you don't value what you have to offer others, you won't make money. You'll always be an employee, right? You'll always be slaving away in the rat race. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's a different way. And I really believe, especially in these difficult times, that we should be dreaming big, and we shouldn't be letting, you know, the difficult, inflation, the wars and stuff, everything going on, we should just trust God with it and focus on living life, okay? And slavery is a mindset, okay? So if you have this false idea that the only way to get rich is to work a 9 to 5 every day of your life until you die, that is a lie, and that is a slavery mentality, and I don't want that, okay? That is why I work so hard on my books. That is why I have my YouTube channel. That's why I have you guys. I love you guys, and I really want to take this channel up to the next level. I want to make it a tool for you guys to use to achieve your dreams. I want you guys to be able to achieve your dreams too. I feel like I've had success writing so far, and pretty soon I'm hoping to have these books published. And so pretty soon I will have these books published. See, I'm still changing my mindset because I really don't believe in playing small in life. I really don't believe in just dealing with the hand that we've been dealt and just accepting life as it is, because life can change at any point, and I really believe that God's got a lot in store for me. Number 5, I would say, would be don't sweat the small stuff. I know you've probably heard that before, that expression. It's super important because it's super true that the more you worry about these little things, most people get super stressed about everything, but at the end of the day, you gotta give it to God. You've got to be like, God, I trust you. I trust you, God. And I know that you've just got the best plans for me, the best intentions for my life. If it's not going to matter 5 years from now, don't spend more than 5 minutes worrying about it. Okay, so number 6 has to do with relationships and people. And so this is my advice, okay? This is my best advice. Listen up. Think it, but don't say it. So think, I am the best, I am better, I have all the knowledge, and all those confidence boosters, but don't say those things. Act as if they're true, but don't necessarily say them. So like, for example, when you're going on a first date with someone, you don't want to sit around bragging about your personality and how awesome you are the whole time and boring them to death, but you do want to have that inner confidence in yourself. You do want to be thinking the whole time like, you know what, why am I nervous? I have, done this accomplishment, I've done this, I'm really good at all these things, I am, the prettiest, the hottest, the best, I have the best things to offer someone, all these things, but you don't want to say those things out loud. And now I want you to take that super confident attitude and I want you to have it while you're at work, I want you to have it while you're at school, or wherever you go, even in the grocery store, even, while you're driving. I just want you to exude confidence, right? I want you to make other people around you be like, whoa, they really know what they're doing. They may not say that, but they will. People definitely will start to respond to this shift in you. Once you stop being a doormat, once you stop belittling yourself, once you stop gossiping, once you stop playing small and apologizing. So I guess that's point number 7. Stop apologizing. This is especially true for women. I don't ever want to hear the words, I'm sorry, come out of your mouth unless you literally chopped someone's leg off on accident. Usually we overuse the word I'm sorry so much. So start valuing yourself because you have a lot to offer, and it's okay for you to take up space, and it's okay for you to take up people's time. And so I think that's a shift that I had recently where it was like, this will be tip number 8, by the way. I started literally saying this to myself in my head, not out loud, in my head. I deserve all the time in the world. God created me, I'm a child of God. So why should I be rushing for other people? I don't need to rush ever. Life is meant to be lived on your schedule, on your time. That's why I don't like the 9-to-5 jobs, because we should be making enough money, enough passive income to the point where we have plenty of time to travel, to work on our passions, to spend time with family. It's not about getting rich so that you can be flashy or look good to others. It's about becoming financially free so that you literally can liberate yourself. So telling yourself that I deserve all the time in the world. I deserve all the space in the world. If you're self-conscious about taking up space, as women, sometimes we get that way. If you're self-conscious in love too, because you feel like you're not worthy. I'm gonna make a whole other video on this actually because it's such a big topic, but real quick I'll just say it's important to repeat to yourself, I am worthy of the best treatment and I am worthy of the best love, and I only want love that feels right to me. If it doesn't feel right, kick him to the curb because you don't need him. I would just really highly recommend repeating these mantras to yourself throughout each day. Anytime, the minute that you get a negative thought, the minute it enters your brain, recognize it for what it is and take authority over it, okay? Take authority over it. It doesn't belong in your brain. Change it around to be the complete opposite. And you will find that people respect you more once they realize you aren't okay with being a doormat for them. Tip number 10 is if you are currently in a situation like that where someone is not valuing your time, they're not valuing you, I would say it's really important to have this inner shift, right? And once you have the inner shift, everything else in the outside world, because this outside world is just a reflection of your inside world. And when the inside of you is saying, you know what, I'm not okay with being treated poorly. You know what? I'm not okay with being bossed around. Even if it's just a little voice, even if it's just a quiet voice inside of you saying that, if you're firm in that belief and you decide right here and now that you are not going to put up with mistreatment anymore, just watch how you will act differently, so other people will act differently. It'll be this whole ripple effect. And then there's the taking action part after that, where you have to follow through with that, and you have to make sure that if someone crosses the line that you've established that they may not cross under any circumstance, then you have to take action and you have to boot them. Another piece of advice I have is mostly for women, which is just follow God. Stop sleeping around, because that will literally drag you down so much, and it will make it so that you don't value yourself. You'll put up with these guys who really just want to use you, when really what you deserve is to be dated, you know, married before that, before getting intimate. And the kind of man that I think you should try to get into your life and pray to God for is a high value man, a man who has his finances together, a man who can provide for you, a man who is a lover of God, okay? Not someone who is just messing around and wants to drag you down, because we have a lot to give in relationships as women, and that should be valued. It shouldn't be thrown away. It shouldn't be neglected or abused. It's just important to be confident in your life and to understand your worth, basically. If you don't understand your worth, nothing else will go right. So start there and realize you deserve everything. You deserve the world with a cherry on top. That is how much you deserve. So don't settle for less than what you deserve. But also, it's very important to value people. So some girls have this mentality of like, I am just so awesome, I deserve a millionaire man, which is fine, but then they want to, you know, use that man and take all his money and not give anything in return, just be like an awful, terrible person. But I am encouraging my female watchers to not have that mindset of like, it's all about you. I want you to instead be a giver, because you can be a giver and a taker at the same time. It's possible. You can be someone who expects the best from others and doesn't waste her time doing things that she does not need to do. Like, if you need to hire a maid, do that. If you need to hire someone to do meal prep for you so you can focus on your dreams, making your dreams a reality, and making your money make more money for you, do that. But being able to give back will show everything about you, and not just being someone who takes and takes and takes and takes and doesn't ever give back. So the whole purpose to me of becoming financially free is so that I can someday raise a family without being stressed out of my mind about money, and also so that someday I can help others who are hungry or suffering or poor. And I think that is something that just comes naturally to us. So why be selfish when, you know, you can help and love others? I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope you'll stay tuned. I'm going to be posting more videos. God bless you and have a great day.